So for this video discussion, I'm going to discuss my OCP in terms of the 8-step problem solving handout. So to start, the first one is going to be defining the problem. For my situation, it's the problem at hand in my workplace is the lack of communication and understanding of our scheduling process. This is a problem mainly because one, there's actually two main reasons. One leads into the other. The first is being that people are not showing up for shifts because they don't know when they're scheduled. In turn, they're also calling off, which leaves us understaffed. Being that this leaves us understaffed, this prevents us from running a completely efficient company and is affecting sales goals and us meeting those goals. Number 3 is to enumerate the goals and serve by a good solution. I've worked through a solution to come up with a more specific way to make sure that everyone is aware of when they're scheduled and to make sure that there's always someone covering shifts in order for us to be completely staffed. In terms of goals, when ranking them, the first one would be to redo. Number 1 overall goal is to make sure that we are fully staffed at all times. Number 2 would be to eliminate the number of call-offs, which is kind of 1B in terms of goals. And then number 3 would be to completely redo the scheduling method and so we are able to run a successful, efficient company. Number 5, outline specific solutions to the problem. One would be restructuring the scheduling method so it works around our associates' personal and work life. Number 2 would be to get emails from all associates so that when the schedule is made, it can be emailed out to each associate so there's no longer an excuse that I didn't know when I worked. Another one would be to have a list of people that are available on shifts they are not working in order to be called in and be able to be accessible to be called in if someone calls off. And then number 4 would be to completely revamp how people for us to know when someone specifically can't work. That way they aren't scheduled on a day that they need it off. And also time. In terms of predicting precisely which each set of procedures aimed at solving the problems will lead to, ultimately the goal is to no longer have an issue with call-offs and being understaffed. In terms of weighing the predictions in order, number 1, the highest priority is to be completely staffed at all times, as I'm going to continue to reiterate through my OCP. And in terms of evaluation, this is something that will be conducted as the OCP is completed. So that is the 8-step process of my organizational communication problem.